What you are staring at is history in the makings, guys. We have a champion breeding going down, guys. Champion blood dogs right here, guys, with the look. You got King and you got Gorilla. Gorilla is a Pro Bulls bloodline with a sprinkle of Dax. And King actually is a bossy bloodline that has a sprinkle of Dax in it. And the funny thing is all XL bullies I'm noticing have a sprinkle of the Dax in it to give it that bull. You gotta dig deep in the pedigree. It's not something that's always talked about. But it makes sense. If you want a bull, you gotta put the bull in it, which is Dax. He's pretty much in every bloodline of every American bully, especially the the pockets and the standards. What we're trying to do here, guys, is we're gonna create a champion male or a male that we can take to a show. In order to be recognized at the top of your game in this bully game, you gotta have the best stud or the top stud. And believe it or not, I know y'all looking at King like, shit, he look like a top stud to me. And he is. But when you stack him up to other dogs, some dogs have more girth, more size, this and that. Now, let's not get it twisted. Co-op Kennel is not gonna be producing super large, fat dogs that can't do shit. Excuse my Frenchy. We're not gonna be producing those kind of dogs. Already our dogs are big and they are very athletic. You know, they're very athletic dogs. They excel in the wintertime. In the summertime is not the best time for these dogs. But King has a little bit of a snouty on him, so, you know, we've taken him out in 100 degrees. But what I did last year when it came to 100 degrees, I really didn't drop the weight. But this summer, I'm going to drop the weight on all dogs. You know, we wanted to keep up our appearances and look good. But next summer, we're dropping the weight for the summertime. I'm literally probably have King at like 90 plus, if possible. Because we like to go out in the summertime and it's not good for their bodies. But back to what I was saying. If you want to be at the top of your game in the bully game, like recognized by top breeders, recognized by top kennels, you got to have a hell of a productions in your camp. So we know all the strategies that all the big time kennels use, or all successful bully kennels use, or all successful dog kennels in general. They get a big monstrosity of a dog and they predicate their whole breeding program off of having the biggest, baddest monster. Now, that is good and that is bad. It is good because you're showing the size of the muscle of your dog. But if your program is just predicated on big dogs, you know, those dogs are not that healthy. You know, you're not taking the champion ABKC dog and going and throwing him in a lake. He's gonna drown. These dogs don't need a vest to swim. I already got videos of King swimming, Milan swimming, my Carne Corso. My dogs are not overdone to the maximum, but that brings me to the next point. In order to be recognized, you have to have a beast of a couple dogs. So what I'm doing with this litter is Pro Bulls meets Bossy. So you already know, if you know anything about Pro Bulls, you're gonna get a big dog. If you know anything about Bossy, you're gonna get a big dog. But, you know, by my dogs not being overdone, the dog will be, you know, pretty damn big. We don't actually know how big, but I know how to spot certain attributes in dogs with puppies. I spotted Gorilla as a puppy. When Gorilla was a puppy, she was the smallest of the litter. She was basically the runt, if you consider the runt. And Gorilla, come on out of there. Come on, girl. Was not as big as the other puppies. The other puppies in the litter that she came from were bodacious. But I always spot that puppy with that bully structure. When you see a puppy with the bully structure, you know, it looks like a little bully. And the other dogs may look like big whales. Well, if the puppies are looking like whales, come on, boy. Come on, King. Look, the heels are good for him. He's smelling the foxes and probably about to chew on some deer bones. But if the puppies look like big whales, you can't really see their structure. But if you see one dog that has that structure, you know that dog is going to have the bone and the girth. Like if the dog already has the bully structure at 8 weeks, 9 weeks, but the other dogs are bigger, I'm going to choose the dog with the best structure every time. Now, it's not really good to pick your puppy at a young age like that, but that's what I did with Gorilla. Gorilla! Come on. And so the significance of that is all her other sisters, and she has brothers, they turned out to have more of an athletic frame. What is an athletic frame? It's a frame that's not a big bully bull frame like Gorilla's, you know. So the other brothers and siblings came out looking like, they didn't come out looking like bulls. Only 2 dogs out of that litter came out looking like bulls. But I chose the one that came out to be a bull. You know, more thicker. They were athletic in size. So what we want to do with this litter is we want to pick the dogs that have the most bullish looks. I seriously doubt that anybody's going to come out athletic. Believe it or not, come here, King. Believe it or not, King is athletically built. In his lineage are dogs that are more bull. In King's lineage are dogs that are more bull than even Gorilla. I mean, they're straight bulls, like bulldog looking dogs. But King came out athletic. So you guys, he's not athletic because there's just a level, man, when it comes to this bully game. It's a level that people understand. Like, these dogs are so big and so bodacious. Hey, come on. Come on. Let me say it again. I'm very vocal with my dogs. I yell a lot. And I know it's probably not good for the videos, and my wife hates it. But to me, it doesn't bother me. But King is not really bull like that. He's more of an athletic dog. Hey, come on. Hence the word, King's father couldn't come out here and run for 3 hours. He'd be passed out, laid out, because he's so big. Now, also, we can feed our dogs to make them like that as well, but we don't do that either. Come on. You can't see the muscles in the dog. And one thing I want to tell you, Gorilla looks fat, right? That ain't no fat, guys. Look, watch this. Look, there's no fat. Like, that's just thick skin. Look, nothing jiggling. That's all muscle, guys. If she ran into you, she'd break your leg and fucking shatter it. But Gorilla is the bull type. And we're just looking for the bullish bulls coming out of Gorilla. That's what we're looking for. A lot of these XLs out here, they don't have consistent litters. They don't shoot a litter and all their dogs come out bullish. Because the main reason for that is they're inbreeding too much and line breeding. So when it comes to the XL bully, there's a lot of working style mastiffs in there. At least I'm just assuming. I'm assuming and working style pit bulls in their bloodline. So if you keep inbreeding on that blood, some dogs are going to come out. They're going to come out with a lot of mastiff traits, a lot of athletic pit bull traits, because, you know, they used a lot of large dogs and you put them on small dogs with smaller frames. But whenever you take a really large dog like King and you put it on a shorter frame bull of a dog, that's the way you really get the bulls. So that's what we're trying to do here, guys. That's what we're trying to do, guys. And we're going to do it. So like I say, man, take the opportunity to get you a real bull, or don't take the opportunity. But our strategy is going to be take these bulls and go to every show, every event that we can go to, and show up with our massive bull that we get from this litter. A lot of times you think you can buy a bull that is massive, but you literally have to get first pick or second pick or already be in the linings. you know, to really get that real big bull. You always want that first, second, and third pick. You know, King was last pick. So last pick male and last pick female. But it just set me back a few years, because now I gotta produce my own stud. But it's better that way. So guys, man, just stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of big stuff coming.